Hello, I'm back again for my third video today. I'm going to show you now my basic everyday look, including foundation, concealer, all that stuff. The very first thing I start with is Hard Candy Sheer Envy Skin Perfecting Primer. This stuff is very awesome. I don't know if you can notice, but I have really defined pores. And it fills in all the pores. You just squeeze a little bit on your fingers and you just rub it in, and it fills in pores, blemishes, all kinds of different stuff, and gives you kind of a nice smooth canvas to work with. And you want to blend that down into your neck if you have any acne or anything on your neck as well, so you can probably see I do. And then on my chin, because I have a spot right there. And then you just kind of go over once again and make sure everything's blended in. Okay. Then I go in with my CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1 foundation, sunscreen stuff. All of this stuff. Foundation. And I put a daub on there, and I do forehead twice, nose, cheeks, and then chin, and then blend into my neck. Then I start with the cheeks, blending them around and down, making sure I get the eyes a little bit too. And then I go to my nose, then this cheek. Then I blend down my forehead, in the T-zone, and then over across the side. And I save my chin for last, just because this stuff has a concealer in it too, I think. No, this one doesn't. But it kind of helps to conceal still. And you just blend that in. Make sure you don't have any lines. And you can kind of take your hands too and kind of blend it if you need to, if you see any spots or anything. Okay, then next I take my Age Renewal Maybelline Dark Circle Corrector stick. This one is medium, and I'm kind of in between a medium and a light, so this one's a little bit dark, but it works wonders. I love this stuff, because it not only covers up dark circles, but it also covers up red. So if you have like rosacea, or if you have like any red blemishes, it covers them pretty well. I'm not going to worry about the stuff on my neck, but... And then I also go back with my just fresh complexion CoverGirl concealer. Just because, like I said, this one's a little bit dark, and I just kind of dab it under my eyes, and then anywhere else that I put it to kind of help break up the oranginess of the other one. And again, I use my finger. This series uses no brushes at all. This is just using your fingers and your hands, except for the sponges that come with the foundation and the powder, which that is the next step. I have CoverGirl Simply Powder. It's some of the best powder I think I found, and it's not too terribly expensive. And I just use the sponge it came with and brush it all over my face. No real particular order, just kind of all over. Again, I do save the chin for last, just as that kind of like last. And I actually kind of blot it on there to help hide the red even more. Okay. Now, I'll also take my hands again and just kind of run them over it lightly to kind of brush off any excess. Then I have Glimmer Bronze by Bonnie Bell. This stuff is really cool. It's it's called Golden Glitz, I think is the name of the color. I really don't know. Yeah, it's Golden Glitz, sorry. And basically what I do is I just tap it upside down once, then tap it back. And you open it, and it is a loose bronzer. And you take, okay, so I made use one brush. This is like a stippling brush, basically. You just kind of dab a little bit in there, and then you go over the cheekbone on both sides. And that's really all I do for any other real color on my face other than eyeshadow. Next, I have 2 different kinds of primers that I use for my eyes. One of them, I have the Sephora eye primer. It's really good. But my friend also bought me the Urban Decay Shadow Primer Potion, which is really good too. But I'm going to be using the Sephora one for this. Maybe. If it comes out. And then you just kind of dab a little bit on the eyes. It doesn't take a lot because this stuff is really, you know, as they say, a little dab will do ya. That's how this is. You just rub it all over your eyelid. And if you want, you can rub it on up into the brow area as well. I don't usually put too much eyeshadow on up there, but yeah, if you do, then you can do that. The next step I do, I have this really awesome Maybelline New York Eye Studio palette. It's got a white, kind of a blue-green, a blue, and a black. I use the black almost every day. And I just take my finger and kind of tap on the eyelid and then smooth it out with my finger. I'm going to do the same on this eye. Tap and then smooth. Put a little bit more over here. Okay, those look about even. Next, I take my Avon Glimmer Stick in black, Blackest Night. And I just basically line my lower lash with this because, well, this look doesn't really need a whole lot else to it. That does not want me to go on it now. There's that. Then I take my Bonnie Bell Clear Mascara, because that's pretty much all I ever use. I don't really use black or any of the other color ones. I just use clear because I have naturally dark eyelashes. So it really doesn't make a difference if I use black or clear or whatever. Okay, and I actually curl my lashes after I put the mascara on because they seem to actually curl better after it's on than beforehand, like I've seen some people in the tutorials do. And last but not least, I take an eyebrow brush and kind of just go over my eyebrows to make sure they're not like all funky shaped from brushing all over them. And I don't really do too much lipstick type stuff, so if anything, I just throw on a simple lip gloss. This one is Nivea Milk and Honey. It's really good. It's soft and it's colorless and it smells really good and it moisturizes your lips, so that's an awesome plus. And there you have my everyday, what I call natural look. And it took less than 10 minutes to do, so that's really awesome. So I hope you enjoyed it.